Hey, I saw some complaints on Funk VODs that I talk too much at the beginning of my stream. So here I am. I'm just playing the game. You want to see a picture of a bird with human teeth?
There.
There's your content. Don't worry though. I cut out the 5 minutes of prologue before my stream, so we're even. We're even, Funk VODs. The reason I do that is because there's no one in my chat for the first 3 minutes when I stream. It's just a live commentary. Well, unless there's like someone, I guess, on the YouTube one. Maybe I am talking to someone. Hey, that one guy. I'm back and playing Metroid Prime. Actually, hold on. I lied, I'm not starting it. I gotta drink my coffee. Oh, my Twitch chat isn't even connected. Maybe there are people, and I just don't see them. I feel like I'm going insane. Sorry, it's been a while. 9 days. I have to go pop out my chat again. There, I'm here. I'm looking at my other monitor. My chat's not loading. Maybe I deserve this. This is fucking why I have prologues before my streams. When people complain I talk too much. Because I gotta deal with all this shit. Alright, I can see chat now, hopefully. Well, it says welcome to chat, so I'm gonna assume. Also, hello. Funky Mike, no, I didn't do it again! Fuck, God damn it, that happens every stream. This is what I need to like get one guy that just shows up the second I start streaming so he can say, Funk, turn it off. Because I always forget. Well, I'm back. People are just gonna think that's my microphone at some point, honestly. So it's been about like 9 days since my last stream. I had intended to stream last Friday, I just didn't end up doing it. Figured I'd work on stuff, but I'm back now. I'm about 6 hours into Metroid Prime, and I wanted to keep playing it. I haven't streamed since the last Funk VOD went up. But if nobody noticed, I just feel like it's kind of weird to not acknowledge the Minecraft TF2 got uploaded to Funk VODs, and it trended enough to get like 150,000 views, which is probably the highest any of my highlights have ever gotten. I would have tried to appeal to that crowd, but I don't have the keys on my desk, so I can't jingle them for you. Is that going to lose some viewers? Probably, but it's for the best, I think. So, where did I leave off? It's been about 9 days. I think I know where. So I need to head to Phendrana. There's like a question mark somewhere. Is game good? Very good. I cannot name another 3D Metroidvania. The only Metroidvanias I know are all 2D. Oh wait, I think we all agreed we're abolishing that terminology, so, Igavania. So this is where I need to go. I need to make it to Phendrana Drifts. And I'm picking up from about a 9-day gap, so you're gonna have to give me a minute here. I need to go find an elevator that leads me to Phendrana. But no, I'm really enjoying this game. I don't have, there it is, the best sense of direction. But as you can see, I'm on the right path right now. And I'll go ahead and refresh people's memory if they don't know. So this is Metroid Prime, but I am not playing it the way you should. I am on mouse and keyboard. You're not supposed to. I have a much higher FOV than you're supposed to. And the textures are upscaled slightly. But this is still a blind run for me. I have never played this game. Thank you, Egyptian Bagel. for the sub. And I think there was another that I missed, but thank you. So, the Metroidvania part of this is what I'm doing right now. I'm making my way to the elevator. I would have done this all off stream, but I mean, let's be honest. It's the whole game, so not like I'm saving you time. Scythid, it's one I've been working on, but I'm going by this policy of I just try not to talk about videos I'm working on too much. I found the more I talk about them, the harder it is to finish them. So, as far as you're concerned, nothing is happening. I'm just a streamer now. Because weirdly, that makes me more likely to finish videos, so... But trust me, that is probably one of my longer Google Docs. Alright, I'm not worried about getting caught up here. I just gotta move. Thanks, Annie Cage. Any new shows you've been watching during your hiatus? What was it? I feel... I'd have to check my anime list. I'm just gonna use this time to say go watch Aizukin. The anime Aizukin. The 4th episode came out, and that really secured it on my list of shit I'm watching this year. I know I've recommended that like 3 times now, but there's a reason. I'm about to start Vinland Saga, that anime. I've heard good things. I think I saw Critical's moist meter on it. And I have a couple friends that read it, so... But other than that... Wait, which way? Okay, I gotta climb a bit. Thanks, punk ass. Easy breezy. Otherwise, I'll let you know. The way these streams go, it's usually like an hour in, I randomly remember something I'm super stoked about, and that, trust me, I'll tell you. I can say this is shaping up to be a pretty anime year for me. Thanks, Aspo. Now, oh yeah, I'm running this on Prime Hack, by the way. It's a modified Dolphin. It's what lets me play on mouse and keyboard. I'm sure there are people that are curious how, so... Prime Hack. Anyways, hope everyone's week has been good. There has been no significant news happening in the United States for the past week. Nothing that's getting all of the nation's attention. Pretty boring. I've been trying to teach my roommate Smash. But I have 2 roommates. One which is my cousin who knows about as much as video games as I do. The other one doesn't play video games at all. And I've been trying to teach him and his friend Smash. You want to know what he means? Wii Fit Trainer. Because he does yoga, and he saw Wii Fit Trainer, and it just, like, clicked for him. I don't know shit about Wii Fit Trainer, so it's kind of hard to teach him. But he's actually pretty into it, so... Mission accomplished, I guess. I've been trying Byleth. I'll be honest, I'm not super upset about it. I kind of liked her kit. That character's kit. So this is where I need to go, but there's not an entrance here. So then where is it? I guess it's this blue one. It must wrap around, right? Thanks, me leaping. Is this where I drop my kids off? No, you go to Funk VODs for that. Boy, I'm gonna drive away that entire Minecraft audience at this rate. It's only been 10 minutes. Fuck, I'm already lost. Which direction was it? I get into arguments with my roommate a lot whenever we drive somewhere because I need a GPS to get around. And he will chastise me if I miss a turn. You will find that true in Metroidvanias as well. You on that coronavirus high funk? I haven't been tested, but it got... Who was it? It got stated to be like a potential national emergency, or at least it's a very urgent issue. So maybe hold off on the corona memes until we see the body count. Ask the internet. There's going to be jokes no matter how high that count is. Thanks, /. This isn't TF2 in Minecraft, no. I will say I saw a direct uptake in people asking about that and that video doing well, which makes sense. I don't mind. It's just when I finished that test, I was so done to just take a break, give it like a 2-week span before I work on anything. But now I feel weird. Is this Doom 2016? Basically? Basically is. No, because this wasn't delayed. Actually, 2016 wasn't delayed, was it? I digress. Just to confirm, still going the right way. Why was your audio bad at the start? Oh, I have coronavirus. It makes... It really messes with my voice sometimes. But it's fine. I'm taking medicine for it. I lied. I do have it. How was your week? It was good. I found my new favorite artist. Her name is Sarah DeRemer. She makes art of birds with human teeth. And I actually have a couple of handy examples on me right now. This is probably my favorite one. Is that too much information? You asked how my week was, so... Anyways, that's cool. She has some other cool shit too, but I'll save that for later. She's basically shit posting, but unironically. Oh man, it is going to be a trek. How's 2020 for you? Horrible, everything's on fire! It's actually been pretty good. Are there any indie heads in chat? People super into indie music. I've been looking for opinions. I think I might have peaked on Maximum Pretentious Indie Lover. And I'll explain why. I found a 2002 indie Japanese rock band whose only release is an illegal YouTube re-upload, and you can't find their music anywhere else. And this video has 8 views. And you want to know how I found them? In 2003, they made a cover of The Good Life by Weezer, and it was on a fan album. And I found that album, and then I looked up the band. So I found a 2002, they don't even, I think they still tour, but they don't make albums. And it is, I feel like this is the holy grail of indie. Not that they're like legendary, they're an okay band. But every indie head's like dream is to find like a super duper obscure band that they can claim like, I found it. What was their name? I don't actually have it on hand. Hold on. I can show you their Good Life cover though. You might get a kick out of that. But it's like literally from 2002, and after I found the band, I looked up, I found out they did a live show in 2014, which I don't know why, just made me really happy to know that they lasted that long. Anyways, this is the band I was referring to. See if you can guess what song this is. Is it better than yours? I don't have a band. I'm gonna skip ahead a little. This is Weezer anime outro. So if I ever get greenlit for an anime, I know what outro I'm using. I'm using this. Please do. They deserve recognition. It's just look up Across the Sea, a tribute to Weezer. You'll find their cover. Hold on, I have to find the part. In fact, I'll just post it in chat. I'm still so happy I found this. There's the link. How How fucking obscure is this? This is... So that's... I put the link in chat for anyone curious. That's just a full album of a bunch of Japanese indie artists in 2000s who made Weezer covers. Which is such like a me thing to love. And you know what? I do. It was made for me, and I was only 5 years old when it came out. VOD mute? I doubt it. Again, that has like 8 views. I really doubt it's gonna get hit. Alright, I need to keep moving. I wish there was sort of an in-between zoom. This is too close, but the other's too far. I'm looking the wrong way, though. You know what? I think I need to flood this. Isekai win? I don't know what isekai means. And I feel like I should. Okay, give me a second. It's been about a week. I need to remember how to get to the top of this. I think I need to set these off again. Nope. Probably have to go to that higher one then. FUNKe, are you gonna replay Doom 16 before Eternal? I want to see you on Nightmare. How many of you could I get to play Doom multiplayer? That might influence my decision. You know, I've been thinking about it. I don't know if I want to play 16 through again, but it's also been so long. I could probably play through it and it would be fresh. But there's just so many games coming out this year that I want to play. I guess I have time, though. It's up in the air. I'm not going to say I've made a decision on that. I wouldn't mind playing Doom on stream. You got the charge beam? I did. Last stream I was kind of behind on a lot of stuff, but I have it all now. I'm going to hit this save point. I've learned my lesson. I know what to do. I want an arena shooter with players again. Look up Project A by Riot. They're working on a class shooter. They describe it as Overwatch meets CSGO. I have a lot of hope for that game. I don't think it's going to amount to much, but what other options do I have? Would you play Red Dead 2 if you had the chance? I do have the chance. I have a PlayStation 4. Are you threatening to rob me and steal my PlayStation 4? If so, go for it. I have like 2 games. Bloodborne and Red Dead Redemption 2. Which I'll say I did enjoy playing those 2. I never finished Red Dead, though. You know, Red Dead just... It's not designed for me. I'm not going to say that it has no merit. It's just... I was hoping for a much more emergent gameplay style of Red Dead, and a lot of it felt like empty. Like I would go to areas and there would... Like I could play dominoes and that was it. Like that's all I had to do there. So I still have to go back and finish that game. Walk into Map Station Holograms to download a map of the area. How does it feel playing as a big titty anime girl? I'm gonna stop you right there. 1, stop being horny. And 2, have you seen Zero Suit in Ultimate? What are you talking about? Big titty. Got us. Also, that's objectifying. Cool. I got a map, and the map tells me how to get there. Ain't that convenient. Oh, you know what? I might even get laughed for this, but I finally picked up an Ethernet cable to play Smash. Because I reside on the perfect line of wins on LAN, gets fucking destroyed online. And I finally plugged in the Ethernet cable, and I instantly got 3-stocked by a Game & Watch, and I realized, no, I'm just bad at Smash. I'm just not good. But at least I don't have an excuse now to get better. Still a way for me to bust this, but I don't think I have a weapon for it yet. Hello? Door? Stuck? It's blue, right? That's any beam. Door? This is supposed to open. Okay. Please, I'm gonna walk really far away and ask it nicely. No, it's one of these doors. I think I just need to, like, reload. Actually, it's not a bad idea to save anyways, because I got the map. Check your logbook if you need an idea. It's good to know, but I know what I need. It's a blue any beam. So, I looked it up, and this game, I think, takes on average 11 to 16 hours to beat. Maybe I do need to break this. And I'm about, like, 6 hours in. So, probably under halfway, for those curious. Yeah, I think I need to break this. Problem is cordite statue. So I need to check my logbook and see what breaks cordite. Hold on, I need to remember, I'm not playing on standard GameCube controller, so I need to look up the button to open my log. Uh-oh. Chat, what's the GameCube button to open log? Because my controls don't list log, it only lists the button. Start button? Does this count as getting, back-seated? I guess kind of. Oh no, wait, this is on the Wii U, right? Because I'm playing Trilogy, so... Oh, I could do that. So there isn't a start button. There's only a plus and minus. But it's not helping me here. I don't think I have what it takes to bust this. But it's definitely there. You do? I know where you are. Dude, that's a creepy statement. Alright, hold on. I have to, like, do an actual check. Not like a streamer pretend to check while still trying to entertain. Like an actual check. Charge normal beam, then use missile. Oh. Well, shit. You were right. That doesn't seem to have helped my scenario, though. I think I have to ignite this, right? Okay. There we go. Simple as that. Simple as asking Twitch chat what to do. Alright, so this is a completely new area to me. And I have a pretty good mental map of where to go back when I unlock stuff. The main thing I need to unlock right now is the thing that lets me ride up walls. FUNKe, is this your first ever? Yeah, it's completely blind. I'll be honest, my extent of Metroid knowledge is playing Smash Brothers Brawl. I think there was like a really cool Metroid-themed target level some point, and I really liked the lava den level of Smash. I don't know the name, but no, it's pretty blind. This exact thing exists in Breath of the Wild. I remember it because it launched me 30 feet in the air. Thardis. Its name is Thardis. That's what it sounds like when I talked about Doctor Who at age 12. The Thardis. I know to scan it, it's just I'm having trouble getting in a position to. Thardis, an animated sentient creature of stone charged with phazon radiation. The phazon radiation given out by Thardis negates auto-targeting. Oh god, what am I gonna do without auto-lock? I'm fucked. Chat, what do I do? Oh yeah. Alright, I'm starting to understand why somebody said I'm not playing the game the right way. But my counterpoint is I've been training. So for anyone that hasn't seen me playing this or forgot, I've not been using lock-on this entire game. Because I have mouse and keyboard. So the downside of this boss is non-existent for me. I saw like a red hitbox. Perfect. This is how I wanted to experience Metroid Prime. You used it, you liar. Okay, but in my defense, it was in an area full of flying enemies that never died. I don't think using thermal visor would help, would it? Oh, it gives me a better view. Huh. Man, who knew exasperating your options helped? This reminds me of that ability May's getting in Overwatch 2. In Overwatch 2, May's gonna get an ability where she just turns into a giant ball of ice. It's only in the PvE, but fun fact. By the way, today, Overwatch announced... I know I'm bringing it up, I'm sorry. I don't have very much going on in my life. Today, Overwatch announced the introduction of something called the Hero Pool. You know how people were asking Blizzard, hey, can you let us ban certain heroes? Yeah, Blizzard said, okay, we're gonna choose what gets banned every week. You don't get to pick. So every week starting the next season, Blizzard is gonna pick like, alright, Orissa's banned, McCrea's banned, X is banned, and in every comp match, they can't get picked. So just in case you were wondering if they figured out what they're doing, that should answer your question. Like Paladins, but worse. Just more and more as the days pass. Here's why hero banning works in Paladins. There's so fucking many of every single role of tank and support that it's okay if you ban 2 tanks, because there's so many variants. There's like 5 tanks in Overwatch. If you ban even 2 tanks, you just... half of your options, your strategy is gone. I'm okay with hero bans in Overwatch, but you need more heroes. That's something you do in a MOBA. They don't have enough characters, excluding DPS slot, to justify that. But that's my opinion. I'm not opposed to them banning stuff. I get it. Their logic, in case you were wondering, is because they're thinking it's better to force a new meta constantly than it is to just let one get stagnant, as they've realized it will always happen. But again, and this is theoretical, but what happened if they banned Reinhardt and Sigma, but they didn't ban the snipers? Now the only shield option you have that's any good is Orisa and maybe Winston. So that sniper is going to have very little to shut it down, aside from a full dive. And if your team isn't good enough... Alright, I'm getting too heated. My point is, it can potentially just limit the amount of possible strategy of any given game. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't even play it anymore. I have this weird relationship where I watch what's happening. It's like a family member that does drugs. You don't go over to their house, but you wonder if they're okay. This is taking longer than I thought. That everything is on. I'm looking at Australia. Oh, it's overloaded. Okay. Sorry, night mode viewers of Twitch. I apologize. No one has unlocked my password. I think Paul is pretty close. You have to unlock enough Pavlovian conditioning points. I keep getting asked what Pavlovian conditioning points are. So let me make a quick explanation. You all know what Pavlovian conditioning is, right? If you ring a bell and give a dog food, then it's gonna associate bells with food. I've been Pavlovian conditioning myself in the morning as a test. So I have a shitty sleep schedule. I tend to wake up at like lunch. So what I've been doing is before bed, I'll start doing stretches and I'll put on Big Fig Wasp by King Gizzard. That song. Every time I stretch, I listen to that song. Then I set it to my alarm. Now every time I wake up, I immediately feel like I need to stretch. Because I hear King Gizzard's Big Fig Wasp. So effectively, I've Pavlovian conditioned myself to wake up. Anyways, no, nobody has unlocked 100,000 points. I thought it was Petrov's dog? No. Funk, obviously the easy thing was to let players themselves pick it, so at the very least people will be mad at each other. Yeah, but I think Blizzard's line of thinking, I don't think they explained it, but I'm guessing it's that they know most players are going to ban all of the same heroes every week. And if the same things get banned, then another non-changing meta is just going to develop. Okay, Doomfist is now banned in every game, so what's powerful when Doomfist is banned? Blizzard's thinking, if we pick what's banned, the players are forced to adapt. I did not expect to stream today. I was on the fence, but I kind of just realized, what does it hurt? I'm not doing much else, and if I spend too much time working on non-stream stuff, it messes with my head. So this is a nice break. No, alright, I'm not going to use that anymore. You know, I have 30 missiles. I should make use of them. No, I was kind of wanting to stream a lot more in February. At least, like, go back to... If not 5 days a week, then at least on a cemented schedule. So I just figured it doesn't hurt to stream on a Thursday. Also, I wanna play through this game. Especially because there's a lot of other games I want to play, and I feel bad if I quit a game without finishing it. Funk, do I even want to ask how much time you've spent in Smite over the past few weeks? You don't want to know. I can tell you, I'm successfully not getting yelled at anymore for being bad. I'm yelling at other people for being bad. I did it. Do you want to know? I can tell you. Hold on. That's the other reason I'm streaming today, because if I don't stream, I found I just start playing Smite. And it's not good for my mental health. I've played 67 hours in the past 2 weeks. I don't know how much of that is Smite. I've been playing a couple random games. 49 hours of Smite in the past 2 weeks. I've played a lot of Smite. But in my defense, that's like my free time game. Which I have a lot of free time if I don't stream that day. On Switch? No, not on Switch. Oh, did I fuck something up? My favorite hero, for those that play Smite, I'll keep this talk brief. It's Nezah, Thanatos, and I've been recently been playing Vulcan, who's basically just the engineer. I really dig him. Those are probably my favorites. Anyways, I wouldn't say that's that bad. Like 60 hours in the past 2 weeks. When I was in high school, I was putting in 120 hours the past 2 weeks. No, I've been playing a little less Smite. I've been playing Chrono Trigger off stream. It's a game I've never played, and I've wanted to. And I had like an itch to play JRPG. And I have to say, playing Chrono Trigger is making me reconsider my opinion of Pokemon. Not that I would put Pokemon as my favorite JRPG anyways, but... What's happening to my view? I feel like I have an overexposed camera. FUNKe, if you need health, you can break the rock's throne. Oh, that's good to know. FUNKe, planning on anything in the coming weeks, months? Nope. Not planning anything. I'm always working. It just doesn't show very well. I'm not always working, that's not true. I've had my procrastination fits, same as anybody else. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you and say I'm working my bone off 24/7. But, I mean, my philosophy is... always be trying to finish. My focus right now is to, I think at least for February, really ramp up across the board. Again, I don't want to get specific because I'm less likely to finish stuff if I say what. FUNKe, are you working on music still? I took a bit of a break for a while. I had a really bad slump at the end of last year, where I was just in a really manic mood, and I didn't work well on music. So that's on hold while I try to work on video stuff. But as always, it's always on the fryer. I do still owe a diss track of my buddy that I promised for a charity stream. So, I'll keep you updated. Wow, this is... I want to say this is a long boss, but I think I'm just not beating it very effectively. I'm not too worried about my health, though. It's just hitting the weak spot. Especially with this fog, this thick fog. FUNKe, I got into bass recently. Nice. And I pulled my bass out this year. I think my fundamentals of guitar are good enough that it kind of translates over to bass. Not directly, but... Okay, I have to be getting close here. You know, I'm starting to realize why no lock-on is useful here. Because this would be a perfect instance for missiles. Jeez. Unpopular opinion, I prefer GameCube controls to the Wii. What a controversial statement. No one in the world has ever complained about Wii's gyro controls. Listen, there's a reason I don't use Joy-Cons for Smash, alright? Let's just put it that way. They mean for this game? I mean, obvious. I know that. But it's for the exact same reasoning. Control just feels better. Although I guess for this game as a first-person, gyro you would think is preferable. Just not when the gyro sucks. I'm just gonna... didn't see that. I can't even tell how many missiles I have because it's so bright. It camouflages the number. Oh, that did pretty good though. Oh. This feels like fighting a Doom boss. But I don't feel like the Doom Slayer. Are you fighting Knack? I would have said Reggie Ice, but that joke has merit. I can't see anything. Reggie Rock? But it's ice. This is more like a... This is Reggie Gigas, okay? Minus the steel. Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't the Reggies going to be a part of the DLC? For Sword and Shields? You think... They have to make more Reggies. If the Reggies become like an integral part of one of the expansion packs, there's no way they're not gonna like full Eevee-ify the Reggies. There's an electric and dragon one. Are those the Galarian or are those new ones? Guess it's the same thing, isn't it? Why even call it Galarian at that point? Why not just call it Reggie Draco? That's not the death animation? I've played enough video games. That hurts. I hope that wasn't the attack it now it's weak animation. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here a while. What I was wondering, do Metroid Prime 2 and 3 improve on the mini-map a lot, would you say? On, like, the ability to zoom in and out? Because the more I've played this, it's good, but I feel like there are times where it's moving too slow for my liking. Oh, that'll hit. Health. Fuck! Yeah, I'll continue from last save. Yeah, I should start paying attention. I know referential humor is weak. It doesn't count as jokes. But this exact thing exists in Metal Gear Rising. In the Monsoon, and I think also Armstrong fight, where they throw stuff at you and you have to break it. I mean, I know that's just a game trope, but I should know already to shoot those. There's just so much shit happening. FUNKe, you have to stream one Lego game. Which do you choose? Lego Dimensions, because it's basically Portal 3. Or a Star Wars one for the memes. One of those two. But I think Dimensions unironically would probably be my pick. Wait, what's the Lego game where a man's fallen into the river? Hey! I'm sorry, that was referential humor. That was too easy. Hey, I never said no lock-on on inanimate objects. Doesn't count. I know it's a commercial. It's a commercial for Legos. You think I don't know? I had a bucket of Legos the size of a small mattress, and my cat pissed in it. Think I don't know about Legos? I know too much. Specifically about the scent of a Lego piece when it has cat urine all over it. Still plays? I never said I still have it. Did you think I still have the urine-soaked Legos? Yeah, I'm actually sitting on it. It functions as my chair. The scent, the waft of the scent keeps me awake while I work. You know, in some cultures, cat piss is considered a delicacy. Maybe this joke's gone too far. Save? I'm trying to not rely on saving, on save scumming. It's just, if it gets to a point where I really don't want to go through it again. Can't see a spot. Can you normally not use lock-on in this room at all? Because I can't tell if it's intentional that I can lock on to those, or if because I'm on a hacked emulator, it might be circumventing it. I think it works for those things. You're definitely supposed to? Alright. I didn't want to be using it as like a hack. Very confusing to look at, I know, but it plays well. No health. Damn, it's hard to land shots on that mid-move. FUNKe, have you listened to the Bleachers? I think I have. That's one of those bands I know, but I couldn't tell you anything about. Oh, I never told you guys my 2020 resolution, but it's to become a gaming guru. I want to become a gamer that can give you an opinion on any genre of games. It doesn't have to be a good opinion or even a particularly fleshed out opinion, but I want to play enough different games that you could be like, "Hey FUNKe, you play that new Guilty Gear?" "Yeah, I did for 14 minutes. I'm glad you asked." "You played that new RTS? You play StarCraft 17? Right, guys. Yo, you know what this looks like? I used to have this old yo-yo that would automatically come back up, and it looked just like this. And I thought I was hot shit because I had that yo-yo. And my cat pissed on that yo-yo too because it was in the Lego box, so I had to throw it out. God, I missed that. The yo-yo. It was literally a gimmick yo-yo. It was a cheating yo-yo that would automatically come back up. Funk, you mean that plastic ball that would come back 3 times faster and knock teeth of kids out? Yep, that was the one. I think that's why I have a dent in my teeth. The left side of my teeth, like, dent in, but no one's ever, like, pointed it out at the dentist. I think that happened because I was yo-yoing and I hit my mouth when I was a kid. I don't have evidence, but that's my working theory. Alright, cool, I beat it. I think this thing can let me go up walls now, right? You know what this looks like? There's an upgrade in Sonic Adventure that gives Knuckles those green rings around his hands. Looks like that. It looks like anything that's green. I want to see if I can cheese my way up. I don't think I can. Funk, with how you play this game, it makes sense you'd have a cheating yo-yo. That fucking hurts, dude. But I respect it. Can't? Alright. Worth a shot. Alright, backtrack time. Oh wait, that's what I'm looking for. Hi Funk, how are you doing? Pretty good. Hold on, how do I, right click? Cool. I'm pretty good. I think my family's gonna get another dog. I don't live with my parents anymore, but all of my brothers have moved out of the house now, and I think my mom feels sad about it. So every time I talk to my parents, it's my mom super excited about getting a new dog, and my dad super not excited about getting a new dog. But I fucking love dogs, so, you know, it's a win-win for me. How does it feel, Funk, that you're getting replaced by a dog? My mom deserves it, honestly. She deserves better company than I. Oh my god, I didn't save for the boss! This isn't gonna put me before the boss, right? It's not gonna put me before the boss? Right? God. Say it ain't so. Don't fucking tell me I have to go do that boss again. From the halfway point. How frustrating. You know, my family's new dog would have known to save. Ugh. Why did you unlist so many good videos? It was a mindset. I'm unlisting a lot of that stuff again. I had a phase. I had an embarrassed emo kid phase where I was embarrassed by some old videos. Some of them were by request. A lot of the videos Tyke was in, one day he asked me to turn them all down because his college friends found it and they were making fun of him. And he called me like, Justin, this is gonna sound weird, but you need to unlist all the videos with me in them, at least for like a week. They're all back up again. He didn't mean like permanently. But I think he was getting roasted at a party or something. Which ones? The one where the extreme game sense joke was from. I think the one where we were Ubering a spy. Anything with Tyke in it. So basically all of my worst videos. Nah. I am damn proud of some of those. Trader Medic is iconic old school fun, but that's just my opinion. Wow, you don't appreciate beating a boss until you have to fight it twice. I think I'm going a lot faster, though, with these charge shots. You know what's sad? I've been playing a little TF2 semi-free time, and I'll play through it and come up with ideas that would make great videos, and then I remember, like, oh, I feel too weird to make a TF2 commentary. Like, for instance, I'll use the Brass Beast, and I'll play on defense in a pub, and I've made something that I call the Hurricane Heavy. It's where you stand still with the Brass Beast and you spin in a circle, constantly checking your flank, and you can never get backstabbed, and you can never get pushed. If I were still making those videos, that would be content right there. There's a freebie. Do it on FUNKe. Okay. But, you know, I can't live in 2015 forever, man. It's not enough to have viewer numbers. They have to be meaningful. Although I guess at this point I've established myself enough. I digress. I digress. I don't really like doing live commentaries anymore. Let's see. So I need to, before anything, I need to go save. I cannot be caught doing fucking anything else right now. In fact, just to be safe. Do a hats video. I already made a hats video. And it's my second best one. If you want to play a bit of TF2 here and there for vids, that's fine, as long as you have fun and make money. But it's much more like boring adult stuff than that. It's about longevity. The more you establish yourself as, I make TF2 commentaries, the more difficult it is. You know, we all know this. I don't need to explain to you what could go wrong for me. Without, you know, hitting the nail on the head. Oh, cow. Of course the door gets locked. I don't know. A little bit of it is self-indulgent and kind of baseless. I'm using lock-on. I don't care. I don't want to die. I think I died. This is Limbo. I'm dead. Wow, they don't fuck around. They have... I didn't realize there's new enemies in every area. Oh my god, and I'm lightheaded. I don't even know why. I'm not taking deep enough breath. Okay. FUNKe, did you see the game journal? Yeah, I know exactly. Before I even finished reading that. The guy who famously did the Cuphead tutorial and couldn't beat it. They chose his gameplay to cover Doom Eternal. To his credit, he knew how to dash in the air in Doom Eternal. I just cannot fathom why, of all game reviewers, you give him the Doom Eternal pass. That's like giving me a Doom Eternal pass. Oh, thank you, Boomer Heart. You're not a Boomer Heart. A Boomer at heart would not give away money. Okay. This is going to be hard to read chat and play this section. But I'll do my best. Actually, you know what the problem is? I'm not using charge shots at all. Apology if I act like I'm about to talk about something and then I just ignore it. My train of thought is... The coffee can only do so much work for me right now. Man, they're putting me through the ringer right now. It's fine. Get an espresso? It is an espresso. It's a blonde espresso. It's a Starbucks roast. It's not from Starbucks. It's not like a pre-made, but it's that roast. You guys know StarCraft, right? Like the RTS, and you know the StarCraft engine, famous for being modded out. You know what I learned about recently? Someone made a FPS game in the StarCraft engine. A first person. And I thought it was an amazing idea, but the video is almost entirely disliked. And I had no idea why. And let me show you it. It has like 500 dislikes because everyone's pissed about the song they used. But this is the StarCraft engine in first person. Is that not weird? Anyways, I just thought that was fun. Actually, hold on. Let me get like a photo. So just for instance, you know, StarCraft is supposed to look like... Nope, that's... Okay, never mind. That has nothing to do with Metroid Prime, by the way. I just felt like sharing that. You'll find most things I share on the stream have nothing to do with what you're seeing. But I don't have very many friends to share these cool things to, so you guys are kind of like my friends. Save scum. Probably better I go to the bottom, honestly. How many does it take? 2 charge shots? I think 2 to 4 to eat them up. Funk, you're my favorite parasocial relationship. Oh, thank you. You're my favorite parasite. Wait. That came out wrong. You might want to explore the boss. Oh, I know. There's another direction, but I have to hit the save point. I don't want to... Actually, I guess it's possible there is, like, a save point in that direction. I don't know. I'm not gonna risk it. I've already unlocked this area. I just got a gifted sub. What happened? You didn't get a gifted sub. They introduced this new feature to Twitch where I can hit this button and it'll just charge your credit card and make you a sub, and you have no right. If you put your information on Amazon, then like it's up to my discretion if you sub. They're just trying to find new ways to create revenue, and they found that Twitch viewers really don't care about that. Tell me I went the right way. Oh my god, we're alright. Oh fuck, I gotta do this again? All because I went in the wrong door. Actually, I think I'm alright. FUNKe, Gorilla's new music video. I'm gonna stop you there, Chief. It's not a music video, it's an episode. Episode 1, Momentary Bliss. Some of the best Gorillas in the past decade. TBH. Gave me some old school Blur vibes. And I know that some people don't feel that Gorillaz should be old Blur. It should be more hip-hop. I thought it was a good mix. I didn't care that much about the performance of the rappers, but it wasn't bad. We still don't actually know if Gorillaz is working on like an album or if it's some sort of a project. It's basically an album getting released as if it's like a show almost. Anyways, I'm pretty excited about it. Assuming that all comes out this year, they'll probably be one of the better albums out in 2020. I don't expect Van Weezer to be too high on the rankings. This is gonna be a challenge. Watch Van Weezer get delayed. Not the music too, man. I've already watched like 14 games get delayed. I can't handle that. Actually, I think I'd be okay with it. A rushed album is never good, but a delayed album is eventually a masterpiece. Then again, the Green Album came out, like, what, 6 years after Pinkerton, and that was an album. Actually, no, it wasn't 6, it was like 4. 1996 to 2000, right? Yeah. I know my Weezer. If I don't, who will? Gorillaz isn't a 70s or 80s band. Can you explain who they are? What does that have to do with the 70s and the 80s? They're an electronica experimental band. Like, if you're going to blanket the Gorillaz, they're experimental electronic. Yeah, I am on keyboard. Gorillaz was meant to be just the stuff Damon Albarn... it was just meant to be his collaborative projects. Stuff that isn't Blur. But the thing is, Jamie, the artist, kind of wanted to maintain some sort of a vision for it. So it's this weird dance of sometimes it's just a bunch of random songs, such as Humans. Sometimes it's like a big... what's the word? Concept album like Plastic Beach. You never really get a singular product from them. Maladroit better than Pinkerton. You're wrong. But yeah, you're welcome to have that opinion. Maladroit... Listen, I think I say this every Metroid stream. Maladroit is underrated. I agree with that. I'm not going to argue with that. But it's not a fucking top Weezer album. Half of the first half of the album is just one chorus and one verse repeated 4 times. With no reprisal and no end segment. It just ends in a fade. Every song could have ended after 1 minute. Am I shooting this thing wrong? I remember, I gotta shoot its back. Oh wait, I have to shoot its mouth when it gets weak, right? The soft underbelly is susceptible to concussive blast. It's better than green? I'll agree with that. Oh Girlfriend's probably the only song off of Green album that's really worth a damn. And even then, yeah. Arguable. I feel like I shouldn't even bother with this. What is this? Huh. That's new. Oh, nice, Arborino. Actually, am I just coming from where... No, okay. Thought I was coming from where I came from. Funk, do you like RTJ? Real tough jerky? Yeah, I think I prefer tough jerky over chewy. I don't know what RTJ is. Funk, are you gonna do Metroid Prime 2? Not immediately. There's a couple of games I would rather play after this as opposed to jumping into 2. Plus, 4 is a while away. I'm not in a rush to get through this. Run the Jewels. This is the first I've heard of it. If I ever say I haven't heard of something, you're welcome to, like, email me it or message me it. I'll look it up. What games might those be? I actually have to look it up. There was, like, a game on Steam recently that kind of caught my eye. Although I'm not, like, set on this opinion. Elderborn, I think was it. It was this game. Which is described as a brutal FPP melee combat, Souls-like RPG character progression. Described vaguely as like a first-person Souls-like.
Savage, born to be a slave.
I was kind of curious about this. Although I know this is like just more Doom games. Lol Souls-like? Yeah, but... I'm not a big fan of using the term Souls-like, but I will admit that if I see it, I'll look. I'm curious. I'm a fan of Doom. I'm a fan of Bloodborne. I'm a fan of RPGs. So... I'm gonna give this like a little bit of time for the reviews to come out, make my opinion. It's just melee Doom. It looks like that. If I don't play that, Resident Evil's still on my agenda. I'm playing through Chrono Trigger, but I don't think I'm gonna stream that. Especially just because I've already started. There's a game called Ultra Kill. Another Doom-esque DMCS game. I'm interested in. Temtem is early access now. I was kind of considering playing it, but I also don't know if it's worth my time quite yet. Alex, Mother 3 actually was on my agenda. That's on my gaming bucket list. That's one of the games I gotta beat to become a gaming guru. I haven't mentioned it yet, but Mother 3 is on the list. What is this clam? Alright, I hope you don't mind. What about Mother 1? Just seems like 3 is more my taste. And to my knowledge, they're not really like chronological. I mean, if you want to state a case for why I should play Mother 1 before 3, then I'm all ears, man. Tell me. The consensus I've heard is just 3 might be more worth the time. Final Fantasy VII comes out March 7th. So that'll be around my birthday stream, I'm sure. Man, they're getting weird with these segments. I'm at the point now where there's too much free areas to explore, and I don't quite know where to go. So I'm gonna follow the wind. I guess the same could be said about Final Fantasy VII. Why play that, not the first one? Well, there's a lot of reasons. Okay. Some stalactites can be dislodged, allowing them to be used as platforms. I already figured that out. I just needed to make sure it's the right weapon. Funk, YouTube's been recommending you a lot lately. Can you summarize your channel for me? Well, it depends on what era of funk content you're watching. Pretentious video games is the simplest way to put it. Don't go past 2017. That's multiple words, but that too. I think fair. I think if I had to sum my channel in one sentence, it's fair. You know, if you're into the content of someone who does content to make content, it's just fair. I'm not really one for overselling. Watch my channel trailer, bro. Oh wait, I don't have one. You undersell me? I undersell me? Yeah, I just... Listen, man, I've been around a long time. I've seen how YouTube and Twitch has changed. I'm not saying you shouldn't play the game, but it rubs me the wrong way when I see people really selling themselves up. And, you know, if they're streaming and they're constantly, you know, asking for stuff. I'm not a fan of that line of work, so try not to. If you're not sure if you like my content, watch a video. If you don't like it, that's fine. It's fair. Yeah, my channel has weird phases though. Like I haven't uploaded in going on 7 months now. But sometimes it'll just have random phases where it gets like a little trendy. A little bit trendy. Wow, I think I connected myself back to an area I've already been, so useless. That's fine, at least I have like a way to get back now. Oh, it connects to this. Yeah, I'll need this for later. How did you make your icon? I went on Fiverr. I just opened Photoshop and I said, make me an icon, and it spit out a bomb with a face. Not my first pick, but... I was a little pretentious with trying to come up with Bomby. I've talked about it a lot, so I'm not gonna go too into it. But I tried to emulate my old one, which was the Toon Link with a turtleneck. I didn't want it to feel too jarring when I changed it. I wanted you to see the new one and think, okay, it's that guy. But he's got like a new look. Same hat, same shirt. New me. Bommy is Vine Sauce is also a good summation. Unofficial. Bootleg, if you will. Ow. Oh, I get it now. You gotta flip them around. Let me just double check there's nothing high up I'm missing. Not really. Nothing I can get to. This game looks like it might have been good in VR. You can play it in VR. You can modify the Dolphin emulator. I was actually thinking of maybe ignore that. Maybe for one of these sessions, booting up the VR just to see what it's like. But it takes a lot of work to set that up and, you know, to get the headset out. I might just do that off stream and record footage, and then I'll come back and show you guys next session or something. But you can play this game in VR. I've been told it's janky but playable. And I think turning into a ball might be weird. Funk, according to Social Blade, your channel is at a solid B. Yeah, I think its upper estimate of how much I make a year is like $80,000, so I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt. Woof. Oh fuck, when was the last time I saved? Oh fuck, I forgot! I can't remember when the last time I saved. I think it's been a little bit. Hold on, I'll check. I have oh, it's before I unlocked that. Okay, how about... I'm gonna save a second slot and check my other one. I'm gonna save Scum so hard right now. Don't tell me it's the same spot. Oh, don't fucking tell me. It is. I gotta go do all that again. I'm gonna go take a piss. Hold on, I'll come back. Let me go. I'm just gonna find a video and open it up. I'll be back.
Now!
I'm back. It kept playing the rest of my favorites. So if you're wondering what that other sound was, it was this video. Sorry, a lot of my favorites are TF2 memes. You can probably guess why. Oh, hold on, one more.
Do you think that Yoshi gets...
Nope. Not gonna listen to that one. Alright, I'm gonna go get back where I was. There's going to be a point, like 20 years from now, where TF2 memes will be in a historical museum. I'm letting you know right now. Okay, so I can just run there now, right? Actually, you know, now that I think about it, it's not like I was that far. I made it to the Magmore ruins and then I walked the wrong way. So I can probably get back in like the next 4 minutes. Every frame of Heavy is Dead is art. That video doesn't deserve to exist. That's too good for modern TF2 Gmod. I mean, I know I'm raining the praises we've all heard. God damn. That could have come right out of a time capsule. Excited for the future, Funk? I've tuned into you playing a lot of future cyber games. Have you heard me talk about AI? And you're asking if I'm excited about the future? Fuck no, it's terrifying. We're all gonna die by 2040. It'll probably be fun up until then, though. Who will curate this museum? The meme museum? We'll probably find a way to put Grande's brain into like a bat so it never dies, and he'll probably take up that role for a little while. It'll probably be an official government position. Head of memology. So, I guess that's your democratic decision to decide who leads the historical meme. So at the bottom of here is like a split in the road. One goes to my shortcut. But I'm more or less back where I started now. Funk, was the most recent anime you watched Girls' Last Tour? The most recent I finished was Girls' Last Tour. That's so specific. You looked at my anime list, didn't you? I fucking know it. Because I added that to my anime list recently and I gave it like a 4. Because I was pissed because I thought it was a really cool world. But it's like such a shitty execution of story. Yeah, I watched that recently. It's this anime about these two kawaii anime girls basically stuck in like a post-apocalyptic world, and they're trying to climb to the top of it. Sort of like, you know, SAO, how they have to get to the top level? It's sort of like that, but like, it's not explicitly stated. But they never really do world building. They just introduce characters that come and go, and they never explain, like, what happened, how did we get here? It felt incomplete. So, no, and I wouldn't really recommend it. This is where I want to go. But I can't, I have to, like, drain the lava. Or at least be able to go through it. And I'm not even afforded the time to look around right now. It's not that they, like, skipped levels, it's that they just never explained why there are levels. And one of the main characters is insufferable. The blonde girl from Girls' Last Tour, I fucking hated her. Don't get me started, man. I finished it. It's behind me. I only watched that show because there was a dub of it. And I wanted a game I could... I didn't have to look directly at to watch. Bendezium. Benadryl? Some water should soak through that, right? Unstable debris. I don't think I have anything that can handle this. You saw, I tried everything. Okay, in that case, I guess I need to go to the shortcut. Funk, ever watch Space Dandy? Yeah, that's like a cozy anime. But I don't think I finished it. I watched it while it was simul-dubbing. And I just fell off. I think it was... I would watch it on Toonami, but then I got rid of the TV in my room. So, stopped seeing it. If you ever want to get into a heated argument with a Western weeaboo, tell them you liked Toonami when Tom had a face. That's like a... I don't know, that's probably about as divisive as you can get. Okay, yeah, I'm back where I am now. Although that means there's nowhere I can go this way. I've not watched Girls und Panther or Starship Goldfish. They sound extremely weeby. So it's a surprising no. I'll be honest, you want to know what the first song to ever make me like hip-hop was? You guys want to know what the first hip-hop song that I ever cared about was? Some of you might know it. No. Okay, then we won't listen.
Never, never die.
It's this song by Richie Branson.
Chilling in my living room watching Toonami cartoons. Seen every moment from Raccoon rhyming with Doom. The trays doing battle.
2012 this came out.
From Gundam Wing to Dragon Ball, I had a Nash catch a fan mentality, had to catch 'em all.
So I was 15. I was 15 and I heard this song. Disgusting weed. Okay, no, here's the big, like, the important part of this, though. So this is by Richie Branson back when Toonami got canceled and it wasn't on Cartoon Network or Adult Swim anymore. And this guy, Richie Branson, made a song called Bring Toonami Back. And this got trending enough. It got sent to, I think, Adult Swim. That it was one of the things that made them bring back Toonami. Yeah, they would only do it like once a year. Anyways, that song was actually pretty important for bringing back Toonami. So, don't give me shit for listening to hip-hop or watching anime. Give Richie Branson credit. You're a boomer. Okay. Now, I thought I raised you guys better to be more appreciative of different types of music that aren't indie rock. You're too far gone. If you're at the point you think that, like, all hip-hop is whack, then I'm sorry to say it, but you're whack, bro. You're whack. Do you enjoy getting bullied? I don't get bullied by my chat. They just never agree with anything I say, and it's frustrating. I go to these other big streamers and they're like, yeah, true. Any truers? True. Lol. I come stream and I have to fucking argue with people. Shut up, dude. Who cares? Fuck you. Ozma's not even that good. Feed Me Jack's overrated. Fuck you. Listen to My Chemical Romance. I can't get any slack from you people. I don't even think the truers thing is funny. I think it's an annoying joke, but at least they get it. Funk, just start banning people with other opinions. Like Ninja. I tried, but it just pushed everyone away. Nah, I'm fine with dissenting opinions. It's just I'm fine with disagreeing opinions. It's when I say something and it's evident like nobody has any opinion whatsoever on what I said that I feel bad. I'm talking to paint dry. So there's no, like, known way to go now. All I can do is go save and look for walls I can climb. Of which I cannot remember. Somehow I still have not unlocked the grapple. Funk, could we get a stream where you review viewers' TF2 loadouts? My opinion is highly coveted, but would I subject myself is the true question. I'm not opposed. Come back to me in a good mood. You might just catch me. Wait, I've never gone through this door? Okay. Displaying like I've never been here. Funk, you seem like the new stepdad the kids go against at every option they get. Wow, you made me feel good about feeling bad. Please don't. You're implying that I'm like a father figure to my viewers, which just brings up the daddy comments, which I'm not here for. I have a problem with authority figures. Alright, so my first line of business is finding a door that can only be entered with an ability newly unlocked. And unfortunately, most of those doors require an item I don't have. Root Cave, this might have what I need, right? I'm gonna try that out. Funk, what's your email? If you scroll down, it's listed. Or if you're on mobile, look at the info. And if you're that fucking lazy, then it's that funky dude. Funk, but with an E. At gmail.com. I'm hoping at the top of this canal. Oh, this is where I came from. That can't be right. I don't think there's anything there for me. Ah. Don't suppose the game's gonna give me a hint, will it? Okay, this is a problem. Because I've experienced so much of the map. I can't remember. Where's that place that has the half pipe and you get 10 new missiles? Anyone? Actually, 20 new missiles. I have saved Nightbot. We're getting to the walk around blindly segment. It's somewhere on the map. Thanks, Beep. Thank you. Well, and there's not an indicator on this map as to whether an area is usable by my wall climbing ability. So I can't really tell what's unexplored here. See, I don't want to blindly walk around looking for something. There must be a visible hint. Is there anything in the research core? I don't think there. I think I'm just gonna have to pick a random direction and just start walking. Quite honestly. Till I find what I'm looking for. Can you no longer sub with Twitch Prime? Nope. I just got rid of it, bro. Sorry. You've probably already used it. The YouTube stream's still open? No, it's not. Uh-oh. There was like 50 viewers on the YouTube stream. Twitch is not going to give a fuck if I have that up. Maybe now that I've said that out loud they will, but prior they would not give a fuck. This is a good start to finding where I need to go, but still not really helpful. Passageway to shrine. I've not played Ori, but I actually had a lot of people recommending that game to me. Oh, this is what I was looking for. This is the exact place I was trying to find. Yeah, I think there's some way for me to ride in there. Perfect. I guess my sense of direction is so good I don't even realize it. Need to find where the entrance to it is, though. The YouTube stream randomly died. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, man. Oh. Jeez. Guess you gotta settle for Twitch, the website entirely designed for live streaming, huh? Gonna... Oh. Funk, are you a fan of Ozma? I have access to their archive that you can only get into with a password. The fan archive for all of their demos. Yeah, I think I like Ozma. They're probably... I mean, they're basically Weezer, if Weezer was still Weezer. Although I think Antarctigo Vespucci has probably usurped that role. I really do think the band Antarctigo Vespucci is like the modern-day Weezer. It stands for all of the things old Weezer did. Just a geeky garage band singing about girls. With a lot of power chords. They even they use like some of the exact same guitar tones from the Blue album. But it's done like in a super clever way where it's layered with a bunch of synthesizers, so it's its own thing. It's not just riffing on Weezer's style. I don't think I'm gonna kill these eyeballs. Antechamber. Huh. Well, the game decided to give me a hint, so that's nice. Gonna wait a minute. Oculus, wall crawler that generates electric pulses, currently owned by Facebook. Currently selling your data. Hello, Brimstone Pillar. Possibly destructible? It no longer provides structural support. Okay. I feel like this is an area I need to come back to. This is some weird specific puzzle. Do I have to be subbed to get stream notifications? No? Should go out to everyone, ideally. Subbing has nothing to do with that. That's just, like, emotes and support. You don't really unlock features of Twitch. Funk, this sounds kinda Weezery. I've never heard of this. Save face bummer. Okay, I'll indulge this for a second. What are we... Oh my god, that is Weezer. So one, this camera angle is ripped straight out of the Sweater Song music video. That bass. Oh my god, he's got a fucking... I'm sorry. This guitar right here, that's pretty much Rivers Cuomo's guitar. That exact color of weird teal. Huh. I will say the vocals aren't like super Weezer, because Weezer doesn't usually stack their vocals. It's just one vocal track. But absolutely, that is so one that these guys listen to Weezer. I'm gonna save that one. I don't want to like sit here and listen to the whole thing. For some reason, the second you play music on Twitch, it like automatically lowers the viewer count. Just for instance, G, that one chord, 3 people have left. 3 people just are gone. For every note you play in a song, you lose a viewer. And I mean, I don't worry too much about viewers, but listen, I don't have the room to spare, you know? The one exception is if you're doing song requests. Or if you have like a playlist on. Wait, there's nothing in that room, right? Okay, so I need to make my way to the furnace. Probably go save on the way there. Is there a compass in-game? Chat, is there supposed to be a compass on my HUD, but it's removed because of my HD textures, perchance? Because cardinal directions would be really useful for me. No? That sucks. I feel like having cardinal directions would make this process much easier. Like, I need to go southeast. Basically. But I don't know where southeast is when I'm walking. In this direction, though. You didn't get the secret gun? I don't think I can go up the tower yet. Didn't look like it. Anyways, I'm gonna go hit a save point first. Where did you get the HD graphics? I know a guy. Also, honestly, if you just look up HD prime textures, you'll find your way. Oh, am I gonna have to climb? To do. I'm being told I think I can do this area already. Assuming that's the case, I would like to knock that out now. There's really no point in coming back later, right? Gotta get up first. I like how useful and useless this chat is. It's a pretty good equilibrium. It seems to be attached to pity. If the chat is pitying me for being so bad, then I tend to get indulged with help. But if they feel like I don't deserve it, then I just get told to, like, buzz off. And it's a tricky balance. But, I mean, it works for me. Well, I only see 2 support beacons, right? Unless there's a lower one. Why you yelling? Me? Does it sound like I'm yelling right now? So the FUNKe VOD that got like 200,000 views, the Minecraft one, there were a bunch of comments of people saying that they were like, why are you yelling all the time? He sounds so angry. And what those people don't realize is they're watching the 3rd attempt of TF2 in Minecraft. They didn't see the first 2. I think if they had seen the first 2 attempts, they would understand why I sounded so mad. But also, I didn't think I was mad. There were a lot of great comments. See, a lot of the people that were tuning into that, no disrespect, but like a lot of the traction on TF2 and Minecraft, you can guess the audience that might attract. But so most of the comments were, he sounds angry, he sounds like Jay Schlatt, and he sounds like a younger Vinny, but less funny. I had a couple of those. Which, you know what? Fair. Oh yeah, 22-year-olds come to watch my TF2 and Minecraft video. Oh, the stress fractures. It's just, like, not under a platform. Oh, and several please stop cursing comments. So, it's all been taken to heart. How did I miss these? Don't deserve pity. People weren't taking like hard jabs at me. It was, you could tell it was either an actual kid who just like was saying what was on his mind, or it was like a meme. I'm not too like hurt by derogative YouTube comments. I've been in the game long enough. When I first did YouTube, I was a dick. I would go to people's videos and I would give them criticism, and it was valid criticism, but I would also be a dick about it. You can go to some of Uncle Dane's videos, and I have several comments on his channel being like, not impressive, not an impressive play. If you really want to impress someone, you can do it this way. So I get it. Actually, there's still that clip, right? Hold on. I don't think I've ever shown this clip on stream, but it was pretty great. It depends on if Raja still has a video uploaded. Oh, here it is. I have to find which one. Okay, so for an example of what I'm talking about.
And all, but horribly inefficient. You're essentially leaving your sentry occupied for 20 seconds waiting for the buster rather than running towards the buster and moving the sentry away earlier. If you want to take credit for old as hell tricks, you should probably focus on tricks that help you play rather than handicap you. Thanks, Funk. Thanks.
Looking right at me. He knows. And you know what? I stand by that comment. I love Uncle Dane. Great guy. Love him. But the buster jump trick, it's been around. So the context of that was like it was a video where Dane would let the buster run up, and he would I think he would like wrangler it, or no, he would get knocked away by the sentry rocket, and then he would like rescue ranger it away. And I was just saying, why not just pick up the sentry and walk away, Dane? Why do you have to be a showboat about it? Again, I was being a dick about it, but that was basically what I was saying. I am all out of missiles, which means I can't beat this area yet. Funk, what compelled you to play so much MVM? Because TF2 is one of my favorite mechanical games, and I love wave-based PvE. You know, I was a sucker for Left 4 Dead 2, so when MVM came out, it was a no-brainer. In fact, I was thinking recently, I'm surprised, and this might be because I've been playing a lot of Smite. How has nobody ever created a MOBA map in TF2 and then used the MVM upgrades to create a TF2 MOBA? Use the robots from Player Destruction and use the upgrade station from MVM and create a TF2 MOBA game. Just import like the Dota 2 map. Surprisingly never been done. Anyways, to get back on topic, MVM was very fun for me for a couple of reasons. I've always been... I know I might come off as a bit of a lonesome gamer. You know, a solo cowboy. But I have a lot of fun just jumping into games with strangers and shooting the shit. MVM was fantastic for that. It's the only reason I booted up Overwatch past 2016. Because I just like shooting the shit with strangers. I made a couple friends while playing MVM. I don't know. It was a fun game to like get drunk and just play with friends. Honestly. And I'm not condoning that. I'm not saying you should. I'm explaining myself. So, I need to find rockets. I do want to beat this area. Actually, my rockets refill on saving, right? So I could just go hit a save spot. No, I don't. I swear I got my missiles back. I have 6 now, though. Oh, you know what? I think I could just farm it off these guys. That works too. This is Metroid Prime 1. I personally feel like they should have handed off MVM to a separate developer. You know how they did that weird thing where they let Pastime be made by... Who was it? Red Robot or something? They should have just taken that resource and just let another company do MVM. It was kind of weird how they went out on its own thing. It was like J.J. Abrams' studio. I don't remember the name. But I think MVM got kind of shafted. People ask me about Overwatch 2, and, you know, the only reason I can ever defend it is because I've genuinely put in 300 tours of MVM. It sounds like that, but cooler. So am I really in any position to complain? Funk, you had my money from the start. Well, yeah, you heard about the button, right? I can charge your credit card. Thank you, though. I stand by Pastime being fun. There was some guy that made like a lazy purple-esque video on Pastime. I saw that. It was actually a good video. I'm still not gonna play Pastime, but I get it. I see the merit. I think they just... Pastime got fucked in the same way that matchmaking did. Where they released it and they're just like, okay, this is a thing, go play it. There was no fanfare. If they had made some fanfare, we might be in an alternate universe where people give a shit. But that's all in the past. I really don't sweat the what-ifs of that game any. Not worth it. Hopefully 18 is enough. I think only like one more set will do it. I mean, let's be honest. You've seen me talk about DMC. I'm just a fan of hack and slash. I like the feeling of busting through a bunch of shit. It makes me feel powerful, and MVM satiated that. In some ways, I would say it birthed that in me. And I know it's gross to hear me say MVM birthed something within me. And I realize that was bad phrasing. But I really enjoyed that. No, don't tell me I'm out. Is there any way I can kill these? I don't think so. If these guys dropped rockets, that'd be great. Those enemies are invincible, Funk. Cool. And I have no rockets, and I think this whole area resets if I leave. I'm playing it slow. I feel like one of these things must have stuff, right? No rockets? I think I'm gonna have to just go get a full stack of rockets before I can do this area. Which is a shame. Look, I'm so close. Like, one more drop. Yeah, I'll come back when I have a full 40. That'll probably... Once I get up there, I think I can drown that too. Or drain that. Funk, Escalation Studios co-developed Pastime with Valve and Bad Robot. They are now owned by Bethesda. Uh-oh. That's not good news. I thought Bad Robot was a fine studio. I thought... what confused me is that that's a movie studio. That was the weird part. Not even that it wasn't Valve. Gotta be careful to not use rockets. Huh. I'll probably get full pretty fast. I'm not going in until I have at least 40, though. No way. Skyrim pastime. You know what I was thinking recently? How has someone not made a Quake-esque movement mod for Skyrim? The movement in Skyrim fucking sucks. It's so janky. That game would benefit from having more clean movement. But I guess it's really hard to code that sort of thing, even for Skyrim. I'm not going anywhere in particular, by the way. I'm just trying to find places to get rockets right now. FUNKe, Skyrim is perfect. You've never played Skyrim, have you? I can tell because you just said Skyrim is perfect in my chat. I mean, I get it. It's probably hard to mod the movement, yeah. FUNKe, have you tried the Potato MVM missions? No, I haven't, but I know Potato. I know the creator. I talked to him a long way back. I can't remember why. I think he was asking me to, like, if I wanted to cover some stuff in development, but don't really do that. It looks really cool. I love that that they're continuing the MVM updates. An ornament with a highly reflective surface. It does not appear important. Maybe it's important in its own way, and you should learn to respect that. $36. Do you think I can make it with 36? Actually, I can just get 40 here. It's fine. 39. That won't cut it. There we go. Would I consider streaming? Potato MVM? I wouldn't mind. That's, again, you know me. I'm probably not going to be marked as the game. But I can play some Rugrats in Paris. Okay, I gotta find my way back to where I was. Which I have effectively forgotten. Where was that, like, slimy area? Tower of Light. I don't know what the hidden gun of this tower is, but I can tell you in about 3 minutes. It's gonna be a bit of a trek to get there. Maybe 5 minutes. 6. I'm at the wheel. 6 minutes. Okay. And I'm gonna save at the door, just so in the event that somehow 40 isn't enough, I'm not down my investment. Is it save scumming? Yes, but honestly, 40 rockets isn't that hard to get. I don't feel bad about it. The thing about streaming Rugrats in Paris, I don't mind playing the game. But when I stream Rugrats in Paris, the only people who care are people who want to watch Rugrats in Paris. You know what I mean? And as someone who, you know, I do it for fun, but it's my livelihood too, and it's been 5 years. I can't go from a Rugrats in Paris stream to playing Metroid Prime. For like, no crossover. Which is to say it's in my best interest to experiment, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I mean, you've heard this spiel from many other people, but real. Six missiles left. And I missed one, I think. Oh god, I really hope it's enough. I swear if I get up here and I need 3 missiles, I'm about to put a missile into the side of my goddamn cranium. Wave Buster acquired. This powerful attack uses missiles while active. Use the wave beam. Press and hold A to charge, then down to fire. Additional data down. Is that just inherent to this? Is that an upgrade to my normal one? Or is that a new beam I gotta put on? Oh. Wave beam super missile. Fast. Yeah, I'll take it. Got places to be, though. It looks like there's something I can go through here, but I don't have the distance for it yet. I can't jump that high. So I'll come back later. Do the fish swim away when you shoot at them? Wow, that is revolutionary technology. It's the Ghostbusters beam, but it won't do damage to ghosts in-game. Fitting. Well, it's nice that they led me to that, but that wasn't really anything I needed, I don't think. That was just like a cool hidden item. So I still don't have any idea of how to progress. Well, I know how. I have to find the right entrance. Oh, wait, hold on. Antechamber. This is where I gotta go. Okay. FUNKe, to progress, you just do. I know, I've played Metroid Mania. Sometimes doing is hard. Being is hard. But this is a straight line, so I can do this. You know, I would love this game a lot more if I could have a pen whenever I open this up, just to like put an X over doors that I don't want to go to. You know in Dark Souls how you can throw little like beans on the floor, little light beans that light up? Wouldn't that be perfect in this game? Just run up to a door, throw a little bean. I feel like that's the kind of thing it needs. Close to a save point. I'll go hit that. Ah, nah. I got a save point next to me. No, because beans aren't canon in Metroid. I don't think that's a solid rebuttal, I'll be honest. I don't think that's a strong counter-argument. I mean, I stand by that, but No one in chat it seems to have even acknowledged I said anything, so I'm just gonna assume I lost everyone and move on. I need to go east. So what I mean, like, I keep fucking forgetting which way is east and west. Thanks, Subatomic. Hold on, let me see if I can find, like, a proper source on what I'm saying. Does anyone know the name of it? What's that? The light beams? Dark Souls? Light? We're trying to find an example of it. The problem is no one ever used them when they play. They're colorful. A prism stone? Okay. Yeah. So this is what I'm referring to. That's the song that they chose for this video. So you see all these little lights. There's an item in Dark Souls where you can throw a prism stone on the ground to mark your location so you know where you've been. And I don't know why they chose a Christmas song. Just ignore that. But something like that in a Metroidvania would be useful, don't you think? In a game where you forget what doors you've gone in? I don't know. I was just trying to make like an important game dev point. Again, no one in chat seems to give a shit. So, go to the upper way. Okay. I know which door to go. One. Full Prism Funk. If I go an extended period of time quiet when I'm streaming, you know why. That's all I'm saying. Because half the times I talk, I feel like an alien. I feel like I'm not, how do you say, explaining my point well. But no one says you sound like an idiot, so I don't know if I am articulating at all. That's the stressful part of streaming. It's okay if you don't get it or disagree, but... You good, son? I don't know. Oh shit, there's a save point like right here. Oh, I really hope I can enter this door without the whip. The grappling hook. Just do your best. Thank you, I appreciate... It's not about if I feel like I'm a bad streamer because I'm not articulating. It's just if I feel like no one understands what I'm saying, then it's not really... I'm not having fun streaming. Because no points are getting across. What's the need for commentary? But I'm dwelling too long on it. I found the area I needed to get to. It's not a viewer's obligation to understand what a streamer's saying. It's just in the streamer's best interest to make that happen. Wait, so I have to cross that platform, but the platforms disappear. Apparently. Oh, that's new. Thank you, Grumpy. I don't think I've been here before, have I? If I have, it was very brief. Only I can't enter any door. Okay, I think I'm going to take this room slow. Just clear everything out. God damn, 1 step forward, 2 step back. A lot of this game is finding a new room, entering it, and realizing, oh, I can't actually progress here, but I will be able to later. Which I guess is core Metroidvania. Which kind of makes the trek here feel a little less worth it. Follow that entirely. Funk, do you still play Smash Ultimate? I actually have I play it as part of my daily regimen. What I do is I wake up, go downstairs and make breakfast. They usually make like sausage or an omelet or a sandwich, right? Something that takes 10 or so minutes. The perfect amount of time to throw Smash Ultimate on the TV in the living room. So pretty much every breakfast, I get a little bit of practice in on Smash Ultimate. And I've been doing that for about a week. I haven't improved. Still suck. But I'm getting some, like, regular practice in now. The problem is, it seems like a lot of the people playing Smash in the morning are much better. So you're a god now. I wouldn't put it that far, but I got my fundamentals. That bloom in their brains. Some of these are shrewd, but they are blinded by their evil designs, believing in their black promise of the great poison. They seek to harness it for their own ends. It is these last that are the greatest danger. When you get rid of the universe of these creatures, you will be the true and trusted one. Water. Okay. Funk fundamentals are more important than fancy shit. Yeah. I still play a lot of Zero Suit, but I've been trying to learn her air game. A lot of the good stuff about Zero Suit I've observed is that she has really good, like, air comboing, but I've always been shitty about following up. Now I have a little bit of protein, a little bit of spinach, a little bit of tomato in my system. Finish a good omelet. Play some Zero Suit in the morning. Good system, you know? I get my nutrients, and I get some hand-eye coordination practice. Good. Been a while since I encountered that door, just had to remember. With the hit. Many Chozo are gifted with a distant sight, and even more begin to learn it as our harmonization with the universe becomes more and more complete. We peer forward, seeing the prophecy in the ripples of the water, hearing rumors of coming days on the breath of the wind. Though we celebrate the distant sight, many of these visions are dark. The worst of the prophecies. and the most common, tells of the coming of the worm. Born from parasites nurtured in poison womb, the worm grows, devouring from within, until the world begins to rot. Not all prophecies come to pass, of course, but we cannot help but fear this dark portent. Portent? That sounds like the kind of word you throw in conversation to sound smart. Which I don't do that. I try to come out of my vocabulary in a more pragmatic approach. I don't want to confuse people with big words. Wow, this sounds like a boss room. No thanks. Can I leave? Nope. Radiation collector designed to absorb and store solar energy. They appear largely decorative. That doesn't help. It absorbs solar energy, which makes me think there's some way to, like, turn it on. Absorb and store solar. According to the Chozo lore, these statues served as the watchful guardians of tombs and shrines. Its outstretched hands are empty, as if awaiting an offering. I'm an offering. Nope, that didn't... Things bound to earthly shapes are temporal and frail, existing in a single dimension. They are fragile, vulnerable, and ultimately mortal. However, not all things obey this law. Shapeless, they wait beyond the realm of perception, emerging only when one arrives who can feel their presence. Such is the will of the Chozo. Our will to defeat the evil seeping into this planet remains. We desire only to see the darkness meet its end. The will of the Chozo has no mind or reasoning of its own, though. This will be the entrusted one's trial. Gripping his blue ball. That reminds me of one bad date a few years ago. I feel you, man. What is this accent? It's David Attenborough. Come along as we witness marine life flourish. As humans eat octopuses entirely alive. Which is a real thing. They're a delicacy. You eat the entire octopus. Fuck. Mechanical structure of bridge indicates it can be rotated. I've been watching a lot of documentaries. There's this one series on Netflix. I don't think it's explained. It was some other thing. It was like Nature's Mysteries, I think is the name on Netflix. Phenomenal. It's crazy. It just talks about weird shit in nature. One of my favorite examples was there's this town where flooding occurred. Just completely, you know, just pretty much every house was getting flooded. All the streets were covered in water. But the crazy thing was, people were looking at trees, and in the wind, there were giant... How do I describe it? Have you ever gone to, like, whitewater rafting or Six Flags, and you see the nets that cover the entire ride? The trees looked like that. They were covered in spider webs that were all flying in the wind. It looked like Albert Einstein's hair, to put it bluntly. And what happened was all of the spiders, from the flooding, they were forced into the trees. And what they would do is they would pretty much cover the tree in webbing. And when the winds came, it created like a a cyclone of spider webs in the air. It was horrifying. I need to look at the map here. Safety shield online. There's a chastity belt keeping me out of that room. Feel like I need to unlock some sunlight-based item and come back here. The hell? I feel like there's some parkour I can do. Like I can ride from here and somehow land up there. Is that far-fetched? Yeah, that was. Yeah, I would recommend that series. Nature's Mysteries. It's good. Oh, that's one puzzle of the room down. The thing is, I'm not noticing new elements in the room. So all I have are the security door. The Hall of the Elder. There's just a security door and 2 unenterable rooms. Oh wait, you know what? There's this. Solar energy. And I don't think there's any way for me to establish solar energy in these. FUNKe, ever thought of the Yakuza series? Yeah, I had one friend who was messaging me every day during a Steam sale to get it. Because he really likes it. I've had a lot of people recommend it to me for streaming. It just never really entered my crosshairs, but... You know, I know enough about it. I think it's definitely in my wheelhouse. I feel like I need to come back here with something else. There's clearly something missing from this. I can't remember what this icon is, but there's something important about this. What are you playing this on? Stadia. There's 2 of them? I don't think that's the right play. It appears to be affected by cold. By cold. Isn't there an ice beam in this game? If so, I'm gonna make the assumption I need to come back, right? I don't know that from experience. I just saw someone, like, earlier in the stream mentioning an ice beam. Shoot them with purple? I don't think that's gonna do anything. Turn that one on. Yeah, it's definitely different beams. Shoot with colors. I only have 2 beams, though. So that's... I think this area is out of the question for now. Wait, is the white one my ball beam? These look like I can get inside them, but it's at that weird perfect distance where you can't get up against it. I think I need to come back here when I have a white and red type beam. I just don't have what I need. These doors kind of indicate that to me too. Like there's probably something I'm missing. That's fine. It doesn't really give you confirmation, so I didn't want to walk away if there's something I could do. Go in the left one? I mean, I know I, like, turned it on, but if I can't do all three, there's not really a point, is there? But it's better to at least try it than walk away, I guess. That's new. Me when Mom asked for the game sphere. Alright, I fucking vaguely follow what's happening thus far. I found a new door. Safety shield offline. Drainage shutoff is holding, maintaining the water level of the reflecting pool at 95%. Drainage shutoff is holding. I don't know what that means. Drainage shutoff is currently enabled. Okay. I'm looking for a way to get to the second floor, but I'm not observing any paths. Stone Toad preys on creatures smaller than itself, vulnerable only from within. Sounds a lot like me when I open myself up to people. Finds undigestible. It regurgitates. Stone toads use their tusks as the last resort. You would think evolutionarily that would be kind of the first line of defense, but alright. I wonder if I can somehow, like, pry their mouths open. I think I need to get rid of the water before I can do any rockets on this thing. And that's gonna require a gimmick. I don't like this. It feels like the whole second half of this game is so fucking cryptic. Here are a bunch of stone toads and a pond. Figure it out. No, I get it. I understand. I just also don't. Maintaining the water level of the reflecting pool. So if there's some way for me to turn this off? I just don't understand. Oh, it's alive. Thought I was dead. Anything it finds undigestible, it regurgitates. It sounds like I need to morph ball into these guys' mouth. The problem is, because there's water, I don't think I can make the jump necessary to actually get it to swallow me. Oh. Okay. Never mind. 4 isn't the first term I'd use, but I'm not going to argue with you. From a purely statistical standpoint. Well, that's great, but there's about 2 more out of my range I need to deal with as well. And the telluric alloy. I still fear will not... I bet you opening this will drain it, right? Seems like there's cracks. This might work. Dude, I'm so fucking smart. Why don't they give me a copy of Doom Eternal to review? You know what, I'm just gonna go straight for its mouth. I was trying to, like, get up to scope it out, but... let's just get the Vor over with. You know, someone made a Dark Souls Vor tier list. I think it was Infernal Plus on YouTube. He made a list of every enemy in Dark Souls that can eat you, and he rated them based on their Vor factor. Like, whether or not they were really a worthy Vor. I can't remember what the top one was, but I remember my favorite was the toilet. The toilet from that unfinished section of Dark Souls 1. The lava area. Right before the tree boss. I don't know the name, as you can tell, but... if you're into Vor, or Dark Souls... I should have started with Dark Souls. If you're into Dark Souls, highly recommend that video. Fuck, there's no shadow in this game. Well, there is, but I can't tell, like... I have no depth perception on if I'm close to this thing. I don't think I even need to kill those, do I? That's probably just, like, extra. Seems like I can just move on. You can do it, but it's not required. Well, fuck you. Now I want to do it. You don't have to do it, Funk. If you're so bad at the game, then you can just move on. Sam, hell, I'm gonna take that. Now you made me want to get bored. The extra points. Put it on my gamer resume. He's talking to me. My chat's not that fast. People always act surprised when the streamer reads the comment. Most of my streams, there's literally 11 people. I've checked my statistics. Most streams, there's a maximum, or at least an average, of 11 people in chat. It's not that hard for me to follow. Oh, there it is. Ice Beam acquired. I'm not making a Pokemon joke. If you were expecting that, then go. Well, that's exactly what I needed for the prior area, so... little bit of progress, right? I should go save. Real save. how long are you gonna stream? I don't have a cap. My standard's about 3 hours. It tends to go shorter. If it feels like I'm not doing a good job of streaming, I tend to kind of cut it early. But I mean, I have no reservations about going for a while. It's just I've found there's a certain point where I am effectively talking to myself after a while. So about like 3-4 hours. Water. Sorry, the universe sneezed there. That wasn't me. That was the whole universe. If you had looked outside while that happened, you would have seen a bird freezing in place as well, but you're watching someone else play video games instead of being outside. Your problem, not mine. Blood flower, able to eject toxic spores. Toxins are poisonous even to the blood flower itself. Three-mouthed nodules protrude from the stalk beneath the flower, each with a rudimentary bling cluster and the ability to spew toxic fumes at anything within a 5-meter radius. The spores ejected from the stigma, center of the flower, are sufficient to kill this creature if they explode. So basically the average Smite player. I don't know where to go from here. Oh, like a plateau. FUNKe, favorite Pokemon non-Pokemon DS game. You might not agree, but I had a lot of fond memories of Drawn to Life. It was like an RPG game where you could draw your character, and I drew Naruto Uzumaki. And I got to play as Naruto through the whole game. Secondary... Give me a second. Bendezium. I can't remember which one breaks that. Mario and Luigi are fun DS games. I didn't play I only played Superstar Saga, though, and that was DS, right? Or that was Game Boy. I don't even think that was DS. But I mean, that was a fan favorite of mine. I don't think I have what it takes yet. The problem is I can't remember how to check my logbook, so I don't remember what Bendezium requires breaking. I think I'm good to keep looking, though. Man, I'd really have to look at the DS library. It's been so long. Hold on, I'm curious. I'm kind of curious what the standouts of the DS library were. Let's see. Nintendogs. Easy pick. Let's see. I actually did play a shit ton of Nintendogs, so that's a pick for me. Wow, there's so many. I think I have my pick though. And I wouldn't even say that Drawn to Life was a particularly good game either. That's a thing. It just had a lot of nostalgic value. You know, some people still imply that the Switch doesn't have a good library of games. What company? I want to say it might have been Sony. There was some actual company that implied that the Switch doesn't have enough good games. No, it wasn't Sony. It was some weird, shitty Switch knockoff. What am I thinking of? I have at least one informed gamer here, right, that can tell me what I'm thinking. The Soulja Boy? No. The Alienware, that's it. Alienware announced like a gaming console. But it's a really shitty one. And during the ad campaign, they implied the Switch doesn't have a very good library. Okay, Alienware. That's it? Nothing up here. Actually, I guess I already got here, right? Okay. See, like a door, but it's hidden. Right there. And I don't think I can make that jump. Alienware console. Let me show. I don't think it has a name, does it? All I found is a Verge YouTube video on it, but I can't find like the actual Alienware knockoff Switch. It's called the UFO. Oh, okay. It's in the concept stage right now, it would seem, based on what my searches are leading me to believe. Hold on, I'm using Opera, and Opera's a shitty browser for trying to drag images out. I think this is concept art of the Alienware UFO. And they got into a bit of a controversy for talking shit on Nintendo, basically. Opera, why? Because there's an Opera GX browser that lets me limit the CPU usage, so I was testing it. But I digress. I can tell you right now, the number one flaw with this Alienware console is that they're not adhering to the well-known rules of LED lights. Red means better performance. Orange means better gaming skill. We all know these basic rules, right? But they're not rolling out different forms. It seems like all they have right now is blue. So better cooling? I don't need better cooling on my mobile device. So first mistake. Second mistake, trying to make a console. Man, no one in chat acknowledged the LED light joke. I know. Really demoralizing. No, don't try and fucking save face with me, chat. Oh, I saw the joke, streamer. I saw the joke. I saw it. I read it. I heard it. Now you're just being a suck-up. Listen, I get it. I have an audience that doesn't even pay attention to what I say. That's fine. Own it. But don't you dare try and save face with me after getting called out for not lolling after Manchu. Why are you using the Scout voice? That's not the Scout voice. That's a Mimsy voice. I'm just talking like this. Generic suck up. Okay, that one was a little more. Got it. I digress. Controls are on the other side, and my body definitely cannot go through that. I'm definitely not a slender female with relatively slim power armor capable of getting through that. There's nothing I can do. I'm gonna leave this area. There's evidently nothing for me here. Even though for some reason there is. I think I have to somehow get over here. From like another direction. Well, first things first, I'm gonna go back to that room with 3 slots. Because I more or less have a free path now. Let me go! Haha! I feel like I'm paying attention to this, but I'm accidentally getting bored. Every time! The frustrating part isn't that I'm getting bored now, it's that it took me like 17 attempts to intentionally get bored. FUNKe, tell us a story about dating. No. Partially because I've only dated like 2 girls, and it was years ago, so not much recent experience to pull from. I kind of stay out of that game. Let's just put it that way. Let's see, where am I going now? Not really dating, but the first time I was in the act, her dad walked in, or rather he knocked, and it was it was awkward, weird. He was like a really cool guy though. He was like super awkward. Well, I didn't get a shotgun in my mouth. Okay, I need to figure out where the fuck I'm going. I'm trying to find that room with the 3 different dots. Not clickbait! That's seriously, that's what it takes to get my chat to respond to me saying things. Disclosing my personal life that I'm not comfortable about. Dude, this sucks. Why am I a streamer? I could really use some better indicators on this. Okay, I think this will lead where I'm going. I just want to say, I didn't set up the Nightbot to say save the game idiot every 5 seconds, but Someone else did, and now I've probably been called an idiot more times by Nightbot in one stream than I've been called idiot by anyone. Oh great, a gimmick. Well, I've got things to do, so you have fun down there, ghost demons. I'm just gonna ignore the demons in here. Who don't... I think I have to kill them before I can do anything, so... There goes half of my health by ignoring them. Thanks, chat. Thank you for the follow-up. I don't think the Ice Beam really has any substantial damage against these guys. You'll notice I'm instinctively playing this like a scout, where I jump off of an edge and I, like, jump back. That's what about 400 hours of scrims will do to you. They only take damage from Power Beam. Really? It's empowering to know that. Thank you. You know, I can totally see how if you were 12 playing on a 4:3 monitor, how this would make you shit your pants. Playing in 4K 90 FOV, it doesn't hit quite as hard in the horror sense, but I get it. I totally get it. I have a bit of an advantage over a 12-year-old, though. I have the physicality of a 15-year-old. You know, my parents have been bugging me for like 2 years to get a haircut. And I recently, well, relatively recently, got it cut like short enough that even they would be proud. So I sent them a photo figuring it would make them happy. And my dad looked at it and just texted me, "You're dehydrated." Not nice haircut, not well done, son, not you look sparky. You're dehydrated. Thanks, Dad. Were you? I don't know. My pee was pretty clear. But I guess I was. Can't win. Can't win with parents. Are you still dehydrated? Well, I'm out of water, but because I drank it. So not entirely. So this one just led to like a lockable, which means I gotta come back and get a red beam. Cool. I know a lot of ice stores I can enter, so fine. Show us the haircut. I'm good. I'm not that self-indulgent. I need to show off my bod. I'll save that for showing off my gamer cred. Oh, it wants me to go there. Great. So I entered this room for nothing. Actually, I think I do need to get some water soon. I feel a migraine coming on. Okay, I gotta make it to Vendrana in the... Hard to see. Might have lost it. I don't know where it wants me to go. Wants me to go to the south. That's weird. I can't see the rest of the map if it's in the foreground. Or in the background, but only in the foreground. So the southeast quadrant of Fendrite, where I need to be. So I need to find an elevator to Magmore, which will take me to Fendrite. Talon, that's not what I want. I want... Man, I feel like a real cartographer right now. Magmore Cave, this is where I want to go. I need to go north. Fuck me, that is a trek. That is through here, 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 here. That is such a walk. Okay. Can I even get through here? It says there's like an entrance, but I don't even know how to get over there. I don't even know how to get where it wants me to. I think I'm gonna have to pick another door. So if I go to Talon Overworld North, which I don't even... That is? That's over here? Then hopefully I can find another... I'm basically just going between elevators, for those curious. I need to find an elevator that leads to another elevator that leads to another. It's possible that there's a shortcut, but it requires me to clear a room. But fuck, I'm in a weird... I think I went through a room that doesn't let me go backwards. Actually, it was just like this, but it's that other one, right? Actually, you know what? Hold on. It might have been a thing like this. I might be good. I'm gonna go back and check. It would save me a lot of time. Now it's a trek back to get there. Oh, it was. Watch me swoosh right in. What's your favorite TF2 item? You know, I don't mean to be direct, but when my chat is so slow, the only thing anyone says is, "What's your favorite TF2 item?" I kind of just... Sucks, man. I made it through the shortcut. I need to go here. No. I'm looking the wrong way. Okay, stop blocking myself. Is it my face? It's my face. It's when I get close enough for the door to actually open. It doesn't open. Why is every element of my life just gets gradually harder with every year that passes? I'm back on track at least. I don't even know how I got off the track. It's past hours. We're just listening and watching. I'm not chastising viewers who should be obligated to talk. I'm just saying, as a streamer, it's my job to be, I don't know, enticing enough to make enough. You know, some people want to talk in chat, but if I can't even do that job, then I just shouldn't be streaming. But yes, also viewers are obligated to do everything I need. I have to go through Magmar Cave, which requires me to go through Vault, which requires me to go through Vault Access, which requires me to go through Plaza Access, Main Plaza, Ruined Fountain Access. It's like playing Pokemon without Fly. I was asking if Titanfall 2 or TF2 was better, not items. Oh, that's much different circumstances. Honestly, I may just get close and save. The plaza, right? You know, on one hand, I love the design of this room, but also fuck this room. In that I have to relearn the platforming of it every single time I enter. And now there are ghosts. Hold on, I can look at chat in a second. I have to, you know, not die. What are some video game concepts that didn't make it to the final product you wish were in the main game? I think grenades were a salvageable concept in TF2, but I guess actually no. Grenades are like the worst example from that game. The backpack dispenser engineer should have gotten that. I still think they should add that, frankly. I think what they should do is give Engineer a backpack sentry that replaces his wrench, and it gives him an ultimate ability where he turns into Iron Man. Or something. Alright, new plan. Scan it. Invulnerable to fire. Something tells me that's connected to the red input. Not even supposed to be going here. Dante was supposed to have a saxophone and ice skates in DMC5. It's true. He was supposed to have a cowboy hat at one point, and he eventually got one. So... Actually, he wasn't supposed to. I think there was just some shit post about it. I digress. That's a good pick. What massacre happened here? Okay. I'm like halfway done with my trek now. I just got turned around. Huh. I think at some point I went into ball form and it spun my camera, so I walked back where I was coming from. Weird. Will you do Eternal at launch or Animal Crossing? Is there a time difference? I doubt there's really that much of a time difference on when they come out. I feel like... Damn, that's a good question. I mean, I don't know if I'm necessarily even going to play them on release date. It depends on what I'm doing March the 7th. I'm not too sweaty about streaming day of. I'm not exactly known for my release date streams. I may take it on my own time. I can say objectively which one I'm more excited for. Doom Eternal. I don't think I need to explain my affinity for first-person games. I think that comes across in my content. But Animal Crossing, that's full coz mode. That's fully coz, my dude. That's full aesthetic. What you do is during all the loading times of Doom Eternal, you pull out your Switch and you start playing Animal Crossing. Any web series you like? It's not really anything I follow, but on the subject, Rebel Taxi made a video on dick figures recently, which was that old Mondo Media cartoon. And that was a blast from the past. I don't know how many of you remember the Dick Figures song. They made a song. I wouldn't recommend listening to it if you don't know it. But I think I aged 20 years hearing that, like that 2010 era YouTube song. It threw me for a loop. Yeah, I grew up on YouTube. I was more or less there from 2008. And by grew up, I mean most references from the time period are not lost on me. So seeing people do, like, historical takes on it, they're very interesting. This isn't really a web series, but I've been going down this rabbit hole of a guy named Tom Noddy. He was the first ever famous bubble artist, or bubble performer. Tom Noddy, back in 1983, this dude is a fucking legend. He basically did a stand-up show where he would do tricks with just soap bubbles. And what he would smoke during the set and blow the smoke into the bubbles. So there would be these smoke-filled bubbles. And he created something called the Bubble Cube. where he would blow like 6 bubbles and fill the middle with smoke, and it would create a square bubble. He genuinely is the Jesus of bubble performing. And I've been kind of going down a rabbit hole of him. Highly recommend looking up Tom Noddy. This guy, and the worst part is, I was so interested, I was looking it up. He did this set in 1983 where he did these fucking insane bubble tricks. But he did it on TV, and he signed away the rights to releasing it. So he basically did this awesome set, and then signed a contract that said he couldn't release it. So he couldn't put it out on the internet. He couldn't put it on CD. There was just this fucking awesome 1983 bubble performance that nobody saw for years until it resurfaced. Now it's on YouTube. And Tom Noddy still does stuff, but he's like super old now. These days he reminds me a lot of, kind of gives me like a Neil deGrasse Tyson vibe, but his head isn't quite up his own ass. But he went from this super cool hippie dude to this like friendly old man. It's actually quite wholesome. He's still doing the exact same set, by the way. His set really has not changed. But there is one thing. So in the 80s, he did the set with cigarettes, right? Now he uses smoke vapes. And they look like pickaxes. So, big F for the smoke. For the smoking, but probably a good thing. Alright, so I need to find my way to... not Fendrana. Talon. Right? The name is Tom Nudie. One more time. Again. Stellar performance. This might not be what I was looking for. Fuck, then where am I trying to find? There's like a... okay, it's in Fendrana. This elevator right here will take me where I need to go. So I just gotta keep on keeping on. And make sure I'm not getting turned around. FUNKe, there's a secret in this room. You've piqued my interest. The question is, can I find the secret? If it requires the grapple beam, then I'm not quite prepared for that secret yet. I do keep track of like all of the beams, just so I know where to go when I get it, but I can't actually do this. Secret includes missile. The room's a circle. You would think I could figure this out fast. I'll take your word for it. Can't see anything, though. I think I'm gonna have to come back to this. I'll keep a mental tab. Where's the cheat code where I turn all of Magmore's floor into ice that speeds me up so I can run through here faster? So I equip the ice shoes. What are some mechanics you didn't know about until finishing a game? You know, I played all of Mario Odyssey without ever using that hat jump. What is it called? The one where you can, like, throw the cap and then dive. I didn't learn about that until I beat the whole game. But honestly, that just kind of made the post-game a bit more fun. I got to learn a whole new mechanic. Also, the lock-on in Metroid Prime. I still don't remember that exists. I'm not saying it's like a dumb move and I ignored it. I just mean I didn't know it existed until I'd beaten the entirety of Bowser's ass. It was quite a trek, but I made it. You would think having a shortcut between Jozo and Ben would be faster, but not how I do it. You know what? I think I'm going to hit this save point and just call it for tonight. As much as I would love to continue running through all of Fendra to find where I need to go, I don't think I have it in me. You know, I've been trying to allot to an 11:30 bedtime. I think it's working, because it's 11:28 and my body is, it feels like it's just preparing to, like, shut down. So, I'm just going to call it there. I'm still enjoying Metroid Prime, though, so I'll definitely finish it. I may even stream tomorrow earlier in the day. I was surprised you streamed so late. 11:30 really isn't anything. But yeah. That's it. Sorry if I seemed a little weird. Whenever the chat gets too slow, I tend to get a little panicky. And when I get panicky, I tend to get kind of quiet. So I'll be back tomorrow, probably a lot earlier. I don't think I want to do another later stream. And I don't know what I'm going to play after this. We'll see. I hear sleeting usually... Sleeting? I hear sleeping usually corresponds to your eating times. Yeah, well, the main thing I've been doing is I don't eat within 2 hours. So, like, 9 o'clock is my cutoff for getting food. Sometimes 9:30. It's done me well mostly. But I mean, I'll let you know how the testing goes. We'll see if I can stay on a good sleep schedule for a while. Yeah, I'll be back probably tomorrow. If not, well, actually, yeah, I stream every Friday, so I'll be back tomorrow.